What?
What's the deal? What's up? He lives. The
Oh,
legend lives.
yes, he
What's up?
lives. What's up, Mo? How you doing, baby?
What's going on, bro?
Man, you look great, brother. How you doing, man?
Man, that's all you, man. I'm solid, man.
You
Just post it up. About to
where you
pause it there.
where you at right now, yo?
I'm at the crib, man.
Okay, you at the house?
In the
Right.
room.
Okay, for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too. Me too. Me too.
Ooh, ooh. I see the background.
Please. Hey, Mo,
Please,
you gotta
you
hit it.
ready, yo?
Mo, you gotta hit him with the please. Okay.
Please. Ooh, ooh.
Mo, they jumping on your live. I'm glad we got some people out here. Let's get to it, baby. Moriah, thank you for coming on again, man. Obviously for the people that don't know, Moriah Johnson is my younger brother. I love this boy to death. Seen him since he was in diapers. So he's really he's really made us all proud. And I felt like, one of my first interviews on here had to be him, just to highlight and talk about him and celebrate Moriah and give him some of his flowers that he deserves. And the thing that's always really, Moriah, impressed me about you is just your ability, especially at a young age, just to be so grounded, down to earth, um, you know, kind, humble. I mean, I know, you probably hear this all the time, but I just wanted to let you know, like, as a big brother, you really make us proud on a daily basis from the character standpoint, my brother. You understand what I mean? From the character standpoint, when you out there in the world, bro, you be out there representing these Johnsons in the right way. And you raise the profile of the name, my brother. And so I just wanted to let you know that, okay? Just let you know what time it is,
Hey,
okay?
it's an honor, man. I'm glad to be your little brother, man.
You crazy. Hey, so let's
Oh,
jump right into it. I want to talk about the Black college experience, okay? So look, the Black college stuff has been sort of in the news. It's been hot as of late. So what you had was you had Trump giving, striking the deal, funding the colleges in the last like 5 to 8 years, right? Trump funded them. Then all of a sudden you had high level 5 stars basketball players kind of came out for a little bit talking about they're going to mess with Howard and they're going to take a visit to Tuskegee. We're going to look at this, we're going to look at that, but all Black colleges. That was unprecedented for as far as my generation. And then fast forwarding, you had Mackenzie Bezos, who funded a ton of Black colleges. Jeff Bezos' wife,
yeah,
right? So she funded
yeah.
Black.
And that's
So
love.
for those of us out here that didn't go to a HBCU and don't really, understand how
Hold
it
on,
got down,
hold on,
run
bro.
through that with us.
Bro, what? Come on.
Am I breaking
All
up?
right. I didn't hear that say. I saw you said
Hold on.
Bezos funded a bunch of Black
No,
colleges.
hold on. Hold on. Let me turn off some of these internets. I got phones sucking up all the data. Hold on. I got like what's Kevin Gates 2 phones? Uh so no joke. Um no, I'm just saying how over the course of the last 8 or 9 years, Black colleges, Trump did something with them. Bezos' wife did something with them. The kids became interested. When Josh Christopher took a visit to Howard, McClure Maker committed to Howard. It sort of put the Black colleges on the light, right? It sort of put everybody kind of in
Right.
perspective. Whoa, this is a serious time. For those of us that don't know, somebody that went to a Black college, somebody that got the entire experience, because I went to UCLA, so I don't know what time it is. Just run through the Black college experience, what it's like, what the atmosphere, the energy, man, and what you got out of it.
Yeah, for sure. I would say going to an HBCU was one of the best decisions I've ever made. I would say that it's helped me to be phenomenally well-rounded and just more secure in who I am as a Black man in America after being, surrounded by Blackness and surrounded by Black culture and Black love. Um, just being around people that are striving for success and seeing the different being a part of the different networks that I could be a part of with Black people that they care about me. I got teachers that are like mothers and aunts, and I don't know if I would have got that same kind of energy at a PWI. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, I feel like it's prepared me for the world. And I'm glad I got to spend. I was at Tuskegee for 6 years. I'm glad I got to spend those 6 years at Tuskegee, just surrounded by like concentrated blackness, um, and prepared me for the real world, prepared me for the outside. I got the confidence and education, most definitely, and I feel that I'm prepared for whatever because I went to HBCU. So, and I'm glad they're I was gonna say they're tremendously underrated. Like I think that more people
Yeah,
should look into HBCUs. I would appreciate more top athletes considering HBCUs because that would bring more
absolutely.
money to the programs, obviously. Um,
But but Mo, real quick about that. You know, we kind of were conditioned to thinking you had to go to a certain type of school to achieve a certain level of success in basketball athletics, right? But as we've
right.
seen over the course of the last 20 years or so, several guys from small schools turn out to be pretty good in the NBA. So I think the thinking needs to shift towards HBCUs, and more people need to give them a shot. But specifically to you, why should an up and coming 5-star athlete consider an HBCU versus a PWI or whatever?
I think because maybe at HBCU they'll get the love and support that they might not get at a PWI where they might just be a number on the court or the field. You know what I mean? At
Give me an
HB,
example. Drill down into that. Drill down into that type of support. What do you mean by that, Mo?
uh, like teachers that want to see you succeed, teachers that see you as a black man or black woman, and knowing what you're about to go into in the real world that is run by people that don't look like us, and being prepared and getting the tools to get out in the real world and be able to navigate it efficiently. Whereas I don't know, I didn't go to PW obviously, um, but I don't know if you would get that same kind of love at a predominantly white institute. So
But here's the difference, Mo.
yeah,
A black person would get that type of love if they probably were an exceptional student. But the stories I've heard from students, exceptional black students, haven't always been great. But athletes, so athletes, black athletes do get love, and there's always been that thing with
mm,
the athletes that choose to go to a PWI versus HBCU. There's always that thing, sort of like you could have went a different route, tried to build a program, add some value in a place where you would have been supported like nowhere else. And that's something I always think about when
yeah,
I think about the black college experience. Because
yeah,
when you're one, or there's like 8 of you in a class of 300. It's a lot different when it's
yeah,
300. When it's
right,
300, baby. You know what I'm
right,
saying? It's a
right.
lot. Just everything. Your whole freaking energy, your whole swag, and that's a great point. And I've always been fascinated by that and the fact that how well you navigated that. Finishing Tuskegee with your master's in occupational therapy. I just want to know, that's just an amazing accomplishment, first of all. But to choose that field, what made you want to go into that genre of the medical field?
Let me move the. So what made me want to go into occupational therapy? I started out in business. I was a business major when I first got there, and I was doing good grades, studying and all that. But it wasn't something I was super passionate about in school, I guess. But because now I'm more interested in research and stuff like that. But then I went to nursing, and nursing was just pretty strenuous with the basketball schedule and whatnot. And then occupational therapy. I was actually in the counselor's office about to change my major from business to nursing. And the director,
Mm-hmm.
the dean over occupational therapy, was in the same office, just in the waiting room. And she's like, "Have you ever considered occupational therapy?" And at Tuskegee, it's a 5-year program, 3 years undergrad, 2 years grad school. And I was like, "Nah." And at this point, I'm a sophomore. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not trying to be here that long. I'm trying to get back to LA, man. Tuskegee's
Yeah.
cool, but this ain't it, man. I'm trying to get back home."
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "Well, what's the rush? Whose time are you on?" I said, "Damn." I said, "Damn, you got me on that one." And so that's when I started really considering. And then I saw a lot of athletes were involved in occupational therapy. And once I really got to learn what it was a major motivator for me to continue with it because it's a very fulfilling field.
And when you say fulfilling, what do you mean by that?
Well, bro, I work in a nursing facility, a skilled nursing facility. And it's been kind of interesting working during the COVID era.
Mm-hmm.
But I get to help older people regain their strength and get abilities back that they might have lost due to a stroke or a brain aneurysm or
Wow.
um, car accident or
Sure.
amputation. You know what I mean? I get to help
Sure.
them get back into the normal swing of life, what we call ADLs or activities of daily living.
Yeah.
So and that's primarily my job. So what I do, we get a new patient, I go in the room, introduce myself, obviously, build rapport. I ask them what's going on. I get to know their backstory, what's going on at home, what kind of stuff they got going on at home, so I know what we need to work on in the facility.
Yep.
And the things we work on are like grooming and hygiene, self-feeding, bathing, dressing, toileting, all that kind of stuff. And I basically help people and retrain people on how to do that independently or as independently as possible before they go
Yeah.
home.
That's
So, I
important.
mean, it's fulfilling, man. And I build
That's
relationships with
amazing.
these people. Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
aunts
That's
and uncles
amazing.
and grandmas and grandpas to me. So,
Yeah.
yeah, you know what
That's
I mean?
amazing. Man, that's amazing. That's amazing work. To give yourself, to dedicate yourself to something like that, man. I mean, if without you, people aren't getting better. So imagine, you know what I mean? So like, I like shining light on that stuff. Like
Yeah,
we all get caught up in this world of shining light on what I call the bullshit. We want to
yeah,
talk
yeah.
about athletics and entertainment and Kanye, and we want to talk about all this and all that. But what
Right,
about what about Mo, who's helping people heal? What about
right.
the frontline worker? What about the teacher? What about the fireman? Let's stop talking about, hey, those people need to be deserve to be paid more. It's like I hear that. It's like, well, are you gonna break them off something? You saying that, but are you gonna
Yeah.
bring them on your show and giving them some love? But you're not, because it's not gonna get a lot of hits. It's not gonna get a lot of
Right.
views. So, but see,
At the
I'm
end
not
of the
into
day,
that.
and
Yeah,
right, right.
I'm not into
And
that.
that,
I'm
and
not into that. Go ahead, Mo. Go ahead.
I really appreciate you highlighting that because you're right. I mean, that does get put on the back burner. We say we support the frontline workers, this, and
Yeah,
that. But I mean, what kind of
come on.
support are you giving? Teachers, for instance, still don't make enough
And
money for what they do. You know
teachers,
what I mean?
teachers, bruh.
Sick.
Like we don't talk about teachers. We don't give teachers enough props. We shout them out on National Teacher Appreciation Day. We'll shout them out occasionally, but I feel like we need to highlight the right people. That's what KJ Live is really about, man. It's not highlighting what everybody else wants to talk about. It's about highlighting what I feel needs to be highlighted. And people like
Yeah,
yourself, people like the frontline workers, community service, like
yeah,
this is what we need to be talking about. We're at the age of the pandemic, and I'll ramble here for a little, then we'll continue on. We're at the age of like this pandemic where I think everybody realized, what's really important around this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like we
yeah.
started to everybody kind of just sat back and looked like
Right,
500,000 people dying. I can't go here. I'm masked up. I can't travel there. I can't do what I want to do.
right,
My bread is funny. Everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people's money is funny
right.
right now because of the inability to work and be normal. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? So it's sort of like we need to start to shift our value system on what's really important and give the people that matter their flowers. But moving on, Mo, thank you for that nice breakdown of what was happening with the HBCU. But you played basketball there too, and that's something I wanted to touch on. You hooped there.
yeah.
Just King Josiah in the building.
Oh, you already
I
know
don't know
what's
if you
up.
can see that. Yeah. You hooped at Tuskegee, Mo. Talk about what that experience was like, hooping. The things you accomplished there, because I read about it, I saw it, but I want to hear it from your voice. What did you get out of that experience playing basketball at a black college?
Well, I mean, the games definitely. It was Tuskegee was a Division II, so a lot of the games weren't like your UCLA games when you was hooping,
I
man.
mean, yeah, but
Uh, but it was still very competitive, man. We go to different schools, and me being from a TV show, man, I got hell every time we went to a away game. They pulling pictures up on the iPad, like, yo, this you? I'm like, y'all, damn. I'm chilling on the bench. They talking behind our back, like they're stealing water. I mean, Gatorade bottles from underneath the seat and all kind of stuff. It was great energy though. It felt like I want to say it felt like huge high school basketball games where people are like really into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That atmosphere and
Cool.
that energy, I just you can't really beat it, and it's something that I'm gonna remember forever. Especially
Awesome.
at Tuskegee, we had a pretty big gym, and with the band coupled with the students, it was just the energy and the atmosphere was just crazy, man. So,
Oh, I know. I can imagine what that black college band life is like, bruh. Like I
oh yeah,
seen
oh
Southern,
yeah,
I seen all of them. So I know y'all in the same mode, like in that same type of battle. Y'all
yeah,
getting down like with the
yep.
beats and all that. Like I can imagine, man. That shit must have been
Chris,
cracking.
they're playing "I Got Five on It" at halftime, and I'm jamming 5 on it.
I
Super
know
going
whole crowd,
crazy.
whole crowd dancing together.
Oh,
Oh, I already know, dog.
sick.
Hey, I've seen the highlights. I be like, I get chills watching some of them videos from black colleges.
Yeah.
Just the black people, just making you smile, bruh. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Hey
that's
Mo,
one thing.
listen.
Yeah. What's up?
No, no, no. Go ahead, man.
I was gonna say that's one thing I love. The football games at Tuskegee, our football games. Our area, the student area, is underneath this shed. And I believe that was actually, it used to be the away side, but we kind of commandeered it, just because it had the shed. We had covering from the sun or rain, whatever. And so the band was
Wow.
also underneath the shed. So you can imagine the echo and the students singing
Oh,
along. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
oh.
It was sick. It
Heck
was
yeah.
sick.
No, no doubt.
It was sick. So
No doubt.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
you talked about how at your games they gave you a hard time because you're from a TV show. Let's talk about that TV show.
Okay,
BET's
okay.
BET's Baldwin Hills. How were you able? So let's just set the stage. You got on the show. They made you sort of a focal point. They scripted a lot of things, so a lot of things weren't actually the representation of Moriah, who he was as a core, like a ladies' man, a playboy at the time. I don't know what you're doing
Mm.
now, but at the time, it was. That's my dad. I know it's not like my dad, but anyway, uh, no, no. But anyway,
Yeah.
how did you handle that process of being kind of you were forced to sort of act a part out? Do you want to go into that for me?
Yeah. I mean, after a while, you start to understand, um, kind of like where the story is going and what the story is, and you play into it. And a lot of it, I would say, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of it is based on fact. Obviously, our dad, NBA All-Star. You know what I mean? My mom giving out life lessons.
Sure,
That
sure, sure,
that
sure.
that shit was real. Um, but
Absolutely.
obviously there were some times where we kind of had to, make it dramatic or make it interesting. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And looking back on it, you see all the flack that a lot of my castmates and me too sometimes get for that show, and people don't understand that reality isn't always reality. Reality TV isn't always reality.
Yeah.
Um, and so at that time, and how I got through it, we're just understanding my place and understanding what it was. Um, Understanding what it was, what
Mm-hmm.
we were doing, what we were trying to accomplish. And to look back on the show, one thing I want to say is that I'm glad to be a part of something that showed black kids and black people in a positive light. You know what I mean? And
Absolutely.
so
Absolutely.
we're so used to seeing the negative and mug shots and another black person shot down and this and that. Um, to have a bunch of kids that are trying to do something, trying to make something of themselves, and having it on TV and in broadcasting worldwide, that's huge.
No,
That's
it is.
huge. And people still to this day, they let me know how much of an inspiration the show was and how much they loved it and this and that. So it was an honor to be a part of it.
You guys just recently had the reunion for the show, right?
Right.
What's everybody up to? Like, if you can kind of give us a quick rundown of some of the, more notable names and what they're doing now.
I believe Garen said she has a boutique. Garen
Nice.
was, yeah, she was my girl in season 1. Rocky's killing it in the newscasting game. I believe
Okay.
she's in Nevada on the news.
Okay. Okay.
Um, let me think. Justin is doing big shit with the music, man. Working with Eric Bellinger and all that.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, Justin going crazy, and he was the heartthrobber.
Yeah. Oh,
I just be,
yeah. I guess.
I just be messing with him. Um, Seiko, she's doing well. I see she's been training and whatnot. I think she has a podcast now, which is dope.
Okay.
So I can really.
Okay.
Ashley, she's working in the entertainment industry. Ashley Calloway, she's working in the entertainment industry, doing her thing.
So
Mackenzie,
everybody's.
she's man.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, I mean, you know what I mean.
Everybody's doing something.
The list goes on. Like people, they're really
Yeah.
doing stuff, and I'm really proud of them. Stacy got into
Absolutely.
healthcare, which is amazing. Which is obviously she's a frontline worker, so that's commendable and admirable. So
It's dope.
people doing positive stuff,
Absolutely,
man.
man.
And that's what
It's all about positivity, man. And when you grow up, man, the more things that you can do to affect others in a positive fashion, the more fulfilled you're going to be when you get older. You understand what I mean? Like if you knock it out now, and you've always
I'm
you've
learning that's
always
what
had
really
that in
matters, man.
you.
That's
Mm-hmm.
what really matters. That's
Mm-hmm.
what's gonna last. It's not about what kind of stuff you bought, but how did you make people feel? How did you impact people? What kind of stuff did you do to change people's lives, not just your
Mm-hmm.
own?
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've learned that, and I'm still learning that. But I realized that at a younger age that I didn't really care too much about the flashy and just being seen and being out there. But obviously being on the show, I'm out there. I'm on Front Street. So, but I've learned to be humble. I've been grounded in my faith, and that's really helped me to stay humble and realize that, I'm just a vessel here, and I'm here to serve.
Yeah.
I'm here to spread love, basically. So,
Yeah, and your faith has been something that's always like really blown me away about you. Like I've just always been overly just sort of impressed, just your dedication and how deep you got into it. I don't know if you remember several years ago, you got me to go to the men's group at Faithful Central. I don't know if you remember that,
Telios,
but yeah, it's Telios.
come
And
on.
at that moment, at that time, my get the good word. Don't get it twisted. But at that moment, when you had reached out, it was sort of like, I was blown away. I really appreciated that, and I never
Yeah,
forgotten that because it really did. It helped. It helped me a
yeah,
lot, and I thank you for that. And just because you had the guts to tell me about it. I mean,
yeah,
Mo, you had the. It takes guts to do that. I know how it is to be big brother. I'm big brother and shit. So it's kind of like, should I try to get my big brother to get into the
right,
word,
right,
man? Yeah, I know you was younger and shit, but you hit me with it, man, and I
yeah,
embraced it, dog, and I got so much out of it, my brother.
yeah, yeah,
And I truly appreciate you for that, man.
for sure, man. Everybody deserves a chance at put that positivity and that love. So,
Absolutely, absolutely.
you know,
And speaking of that positivity, Eye of Maury. I really want to get into this. I really want to get
Moriah,
into it. Oh, I'm sorry, Moriah. Sorry, Moriah. Excuse me.
come on.
I'm being an asshole. Moriah. Eye of Moriah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the Eye of Moriah. What is your inspiration for that?
Bro, I really just believe that I'm blessed with the gift of seeing art in ordinary things.
That's what I wrote.
Um,
That's so. This is what I have as my note. Okay, I'm gonna tell you
uh,
something. I said he has an amazing eye for capturing the essence and beauty of something ordinarily considered ugly.
exactly though. Hey, and that's life.
That's what I said, dog.
And that's life though.
Yeah,
That's life. You gotta make lemons. You gotta make lemonade out of lemons. Use what you got and make it beautiful. So
absolutely.
so it started with photography. It started
Yeah.
with taking pictures. I be sunsets and nature and people too as well. But I was just always fascinated with, for instance, the sunrise and the sunset, like especially in
Yeah.
Alabama.
Yeah.
The sunset in the South,
Yeah.
sick.
I
So
know.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah. You was in the A. You already know. So
Yep.
that's where it really started, just taking pictures of all that. And at some points, I'm like, what am I doing? Is this really worth it, or should I just keep these pictures to myself, or should I just keep this appreciation for this nature to myself? But
Mm-hmm.
I always I felt the need to capture it. And that's really what Eye of Moriah came from, just having the eye for the on that tip. And yeah, I've been doing a couple pieces that really blew me away that I did that and was able to do that. I didn't know I could paint like I paint until I tried to, and
Now,
that's crazy.
let me ask you a couple of things about a couple of paintings. Okay, two in particular. Now, there's the nip, the one of Nip, okay, and then there's the one of the girl, and she's kind of doing her eyes like that. All right,
Yep.
break both of those down. How long did it take you to finish the Nip one, start to finish?
Nip, I finished. I want to say I finished that one in a week.
Hold on, Mo. They making fun of you because you keep coughing on the hookah.
That's
So
cool.
everybody's
Shit,
trying to
it
like
was a
act like
little.
you
It was a
can't
little
handle your
harsh.
shit.
It was a little
Everybody's
harsh.
trying to,
That's
yo,
all.
they been saying, hey, they say, hey, everybody in the comments with the smileys,
It's
they
cool.
like Mo about to cough up a lung.
It's cool, bro. They act like they never coughed on the hookah before. I'm not the only one. I'm not tripping. They control all they need to, bro.
I
I'm gonna
love
cough
it.
if
I
I
love
need
it.
to.
No,
It ain't the
go.
COVID cough. That's all that matters.
Hey, as long as they ain't at the COVID. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, but the Nipsey one. So I was chilling at my boy's house. We was watching Nipsey music videos and just chilling, posted on the weekend. And I think I got home at like 11 or midnight that night. And at his house, I was like, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I gotta paint this. I gotta paint this dude. Obviously, he's just a titan in the community, icon in the
Absolutely.
world. But just for what he was doing and the message that he was promoting and just the vision that he was bringing, that's still being carried out, which is crazy. It's almost prophetic. But I said, yeah, I gotta paint this because this means a lot to me. He meant a lot to me. His legacy means a lot to me. So it's something that I was very passionate about. And so then my boy, he was like, you should paint him. After I was thinking this, and so that night I got home at like midnight, and I was painting till like 2 or 3 in the morning. And when I'm in the zone painting, it's like I can't stop. It's some days where I want to paint and I don't feel like it, and I might paint for like an hour maybe. But then there's other days where I got the music going, I got the hookah going, and I'm just in the zone. So that was one of those moments, and I really wanted to pay the right homage to him, just for. And I heard you was bumping him when you first started the live.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I had to pay homage and do it right. That was my main thing. I had to do it right.
And you did.
Yeah.
Do you have a print nearby? You can just show to the camera real quick.
A print?
Yeah, or the painting, the actual whatever.
Come on.
Nip. I need the real. Holy shit. Holy
above my
shit,
desk, bro.
I need that. That's
Right
what I
above
need
my
up in
desk.
this piece. Yo, I need that, yo.
You know what
Look
time
at
it
that,
is.
yo. Look at that. Go in close, Mo. Go in close on the detail. Hold on. Let's.
So I was talking with somebody before, and one thing they said is God is in the details, and that stuck out with me. So I said I'm gonna take my time. And however long it takes, I want to make sure it looks exactly like I need it to.
Man,
See
even
the shadow
the
right there?
nose. Man, come on. The nose, the little lip pucker.
All
Bruh, the
that.
beard fade, the light beard fade up top, bruh.
Come on.
Look, see, you see the beard fade, right? The line, bruh, the
And
line.
come on. And you know I used to cut hair, so you know I had to get that
know.
right. Come on.
And that's So did you retire from cutting hair?
Yeah, I did, man. Once COVID really started picking up, and I was working more in the facility, because I work per diem. I'm technically a per diem therapist, but one of the therapists hadn't come back after COVID started, so I've been working there full time, damn near. But once that
when you say working, you were working there full time, but COVID, they cut back your hours?
No. I was per diem initially. I was working less before COVID. And then one of the coworkers stopped coming after COVID, and so I picked up those hours, and so I've been working there full time now. But since I've been working more in the facility, dealing with older folks, and being around my mom and my nieces and my nephews, I didn't want to risk it with the haircut and stuff. It wasn't worth it to me.
No, I understand that, man. That's
rather,
probably a smart move.
Honestly, I'd rather put that down and figure out another hustle that I don't have to work as hard doing, but could make more. You know what I
Sure.
mean? That was my mindset going into it.
Yeah. Oh, for
And
sure.
painting can definitely be that. Painting could definitely be that because I can make my prints and make money off of that. And it's something
Now,
I'm
I think you
passionate
have
about.
a
It's something that's very therapeutic for me.
man. There's no question you have a bright future with that. Tell the people where they can find you to purchase that. You got our comment section is on fire. Everybody's like, where can I buy that? Where can I buy that? Let the people
I'm
know,
about to
Mo.
put it up there right now. I'm about to type
Yes,
it in.
sir.
I am Moriah
Yo,
at
check the
squarespace.com.
chat. Check the chat for the link, y'all.
My boy Kevin
Mo's
Kev in the
putting the
building.
link in there. You see it. iofmoriah.squarespace.com.
Yeah,
That's where you can buy.
I got the Nipsey for sale, and I got this joint.
Let's see. Show it. Show it to the people. Ooh, back up, dog. Hold on, man. What does that represent, Mo? Just talk to me real quick about this painting and your inspiration behind it.
So the name of this painting is Hide and Seek. So if you can see, one of her eyes is kind of shielded by the hand, and the other one is open. And so I like to leave it up to the viewer to kind of interpret what it is. But to me, it kind of represents, and this is my niece. Actually, this is Jay. Actually, Chris. This is Jay. But it kind of represents like just being open to the world in one sense, but also closed off.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Having to have your guard up.
Especially as a young woman too.
Yeah.
A young black woman.
Having to have your guard up. And one thing I really liked about this was the eyes and the detail and all that. But having to have your guard up sometimes, and being open to the world, but also being closed off in some ways. So yeah. So
that's amazing.
That's on the website too.
And so you do custom painting as well?
Yeah, commissions, yeah, upon request.
Okay.
You know who that is.
Oh yeah. Kobe Bean, dog.
Oh yes. So yeah, I started that on like the anniversary of the situation, just because I felt just inspired and compelled to, you know.
Oh, absolutely, man.
But yeah, so I like doing pieces that mean something, pieces that are my goal with the pieces is to make people feel something. So
yeah,
that's the goal.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna keep doing that.
No, man, you're doing it, man. You have it down, okay? There's no ands, ifs, or but about it. You're doing the right thing, and people are going to recognize the talent, and it's going to pay off for you in some way, brother. Trust me. Just believe in what you're doing, because you have it, bro. So don't even, The other thing I wanted to kind of get into with you, I saw you posted a picture on Twitter. You don't have your shirt on. You're like showing off your six pack. Your jeans are riding low.
Me?
You're looking really kind of Brokeback Mountain-ish.
Whoa.
No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. No, hey, joking. Ha ha ha.
Oh,
hey, if you had on the cowboy hat, it would have been true. But listen. What are you doing? What is that for? That's for you're modeling now. You're acting. Talk to people about what you're doing now.
So I am an ambassador for Butter, which is a skincare brand, which caters to people with melanin and black people. But it's for everybody, obviously. But Dorian, the creator, was just, was tired of seeing skincare that didn't cater to people that look like us, like Dove and all these other ones. And so I'm happy to be a part of that because I feel like I'm at home. It's like kind of the same feeling with HBCU. I feel supported. I feel cared about. I feel seen. And I feel like I can relate on set and stuff like that. It's never like a suspicion that someone's trying to get me or I'm gonna get got financially or whatever. It's always love, and he's always. I mean, the CEO Dorian, he's always giving game to me. It's dope to watch him on set and doing his thing. So I get to watch and learn as well as get paid to be a model. So, I mean, I enjoy it. And on top of that, the stuff is dope. The products are something I actually use.
Shout them out in the chat, or shout them out. What's their handle? Where the good people can know, because when you get behind a product, when you really believe in something, it's organic when you are like, trying to endorse it, right?
Oh
Because
yeah, for sure.
you're rolling with it. You know what I'm saying? And
And
those
that's what helps.
typically. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No question.
Yeah.
So we've pinned the comment. Let's just do a quick reset, Mo. We got our chat is going crazy, so we need to get some questions answered. So they ask us to pin the website. Okay, so it's iofmoriah.squarespace.com. That's where you can purchase the nip. You can purchase the what's the name of the second painting?
Hide and seek.
Hide and seek. You can purchase hide and seek, and you can connect with Mo there. Just quickly, I just want to scroll through Mo and see if we got anything.
Yeah.
That we need to talk to the fans, because it's all about the people, man. So officially, Christy is like, yo, where's that picture at? I think you got to go to Moriah's IG, right?
Oh, check out that's my last post. Check out my
Yeah.
Twitter _Moriah J. Check it
Yeah.
all out.
Yeah.
It's
What's your
all
IG?
there.
What's your IG again?
I am Moriah J.
Mm-hmm.
And the Twitter is _Moriah J.
And so moving forward, Mo, just in the future, 2021.
Yep.
What do you have in store? What's on your agenda? What are your goals?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And what are you going to do to achieve them?
My goal, first and foremost, is to tap more into my creativity. I think that is something that's phenomenally slept on by most people. What they can do that a 9-to-5 might not allow them to do, or they might not be inspired to do. But I want to tap more into like the art, the poetry, photography, the modeling, the acting, all that. I want to tap into all that. And so I try to do good with scheduling part of my day to immerse myself in that kind of stuff. Also, I'm trying to get financial freedom, bro. Financial freedom.
Absolutely.
Financial freedom. I'm learning that 9-to-5 is cool, but you're never gonna be able to live next to your boss. So you gotta have side hustles. You gotta know about investing. You gotta know about stocks and options and IRAs and all that kind of stuff. So I'm up at 5 a.m. reading that stuff before I go to work.
Mm-hmm.
Before I go to work. And that's what I'm doing to kind of get my mind right about it. Learning about investing in properties one day. It's not something I could do right now financially, but it's something I want to be prepared for.
Absolutely.
And that's something I could do today is prepare myself. So, also just networking and asking questions. I think one thing with me is I haven't really utilized my networking skills.
Yeah, it's time.
And definitely. I'm big 30 right now. Feeling great.
Old ass,
but feeling 20. It's all good.
You look wonderful, my brother.
Just ran my 6-minute 47-second mile today. You feel me?
Excuse me,
I'm still here. The legend lives, as my brother says. The legend lives. But yes, I'm focused on that, as well as my health, man. Trying to eat right, exercising. That's what the mile bit is. I'm trying to keep my miles under 7 minutes, and hopefully break 6 minutes before the year's up. But just doing what I got to do and staying out the way and staying low, and really focusing on myself, because I've realized that being a part of a TV show that a lot of people feel like I belong to them in some kind of way, or that my presence is kind of, there's an obligation to have access to me, and I realize like that's dangerous, that's toxic, that can be toxic.
No,
and so I've kind of scaled back on the socializing and whatnot, which it's been good for me, because I've gotten to recenter and really find myself and get to know myself, which growing up wasn't something I took too much time to do.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Well, trust me, and it's never too late to get to know yourself.
Yeah, true.
It doesn't matter, because we all have our own different personal journey. I'm 45. I'm old as fuck, and I'm starting to figure out that I've been fucking not being myself for 30-some years, based on what I tried to subscribe to, this idea of who I was supposed to be. So, and these things don't mean you're crazy. These things don't mean you're messed up in the head. It just means, it's the constant soul search and evolution. It's the evolution of a man. It's the evolution of a person. And that's what we all go through, my brother. And you being 30, you're just scratching the surface. You've just begun. You look, man, you got a head start on a lot of folks, man. You've done a great job. I can't say enough how proud I am of you, and how much I think that you are really going to affect this world. Something bigger is in store for you. The destiny that you're meant to achieve is something grander than we could ever imagine, in my opinion. And I think that you were put here for a reason, my brother. And I'm not trying to gas you. I've always
Oh yeah.
felt that because you just always had that special aura. And I'm just proud to be your big brother, man. But hey, Mo, I'm not going to keep you. All right. I just wanted to chop it up with you, man. You jumped on my live the other night. We had a good time over there.
Yep,
Me,
yep.
and me, me and Mariah go back like that.
Man,
So,
we had everybody in there
hey, that was
rapping.
fun. Hey, that was
Everybody was in
fun.
there.
That was cracking
Yeah,
that night, man. But
yeah,
thank you for coming on tonight, Mo.
yeah,
I would
yeah,
love to
bro.
do this again, ladies and gentlemen. You can check out Mariah's work at Eye of Moriah
Yep.
at squarespace.com. Holler at the boy. He's doing big things. Support, support, support Black people. All right. Thank you, Mo,
Yeah.
for joining me, man. I love you. And
Lo-
until the next time, my brother.
yeah, bro. Love you too, man. Thanks for
All right.
having me.
Thank you. Talk to you soon.
All right, bro.
All right.